mean, what do you think about this, right? Steroids. You know, I'm in the bodybuilding is our background, right? There are some people who are pro steroids and some people who are like against it. What is your feel on steroids being implemented in sports?
Steroids implemented in sports should not happen because they have an advantage of recovery, an advantage of strength, advantage of speed, just the things they can use to better themselves for recovery. Recovery is a huge thing in our sport of mixed martial arts because we're putting in, like say, 3 to 4 sessions a day, 6 days a week, and to recover is the hardest thing. I've been able to help my recovery with CVAC, which is an altitude simulation machine, that and a hyperbaric chamber, and that's my recovery. That and bathtubs of ice and water. I mean, that's my recovery. But other guys who use drugs to help the recovery, or to make them stronger, or to put a little extra size on, or to get a little more shredded to help lose weight, you're making an excuse for hard work. Why not work for it? Why not put the extra work in the gym? Put that extra training session in and earn it the right way. But this is strictly in mixed martial arts of fighting. That's my belief. You have a longer career if you do it that way. If you want to take a shortcut, that shortcut's going to catch up to you. You're going to get more injuries. You're not going to have that long of a career because you're speeding your growth plates up. Everything's being speeded up. So your age is speeding up. Everything's speeding up. You think you're getting bigger and faster and stronger. Yeah, but you got to keep taking it to get better and better and better, where you get to a point where you plateau and you can't take it anymore. Now you got to drop back down to zero. Well, you drop back to zero and you're 30, you're looking like you're 35, 40, and you're like, why'd I do that? There's a different now in ages of guys at 50 and above. I can agree that it's okay. I can't agree with testosterone or growth hormone. I'm not sure about it in the hardcore steroids, but things like that to keep themselves going because their body's not producing that anymore. I believe in that, yes. But if there's a doctor that is doing it the right way, it's great, but you cannot compete and do it. Competition is totally different because everybody needs to be on the same playing field.
But what about, it's interesting you said that, being on the same playing field, right? So I'm gonna ask you this. In the sport of MMA, it's more of like you need technical skills, you need to train, learn how to really fight. Now in the sport of bodybuilding, right, what you're doing is essentially you're scoping the body to look
for size, definition.
And exactly, right?
Yes.
So would you think it would apply to all sports, or would you think for a sport like bodybuilding?
It'd be the same idea because you're going to have something that other fighters, other bodybuilders don't have the opportunity to afford.
But let me ask you this, right? We're not all created equal, right? And some people are born with higher testosterone than others. Now, in the sport of bodybuilding, right, testosterone, we all know that helps to really give you an advantage. And if you and I are going to compete, naturally, if you have more testosterone than me, you're at an advantage naturally. Do you think by me actually taking steroids and getting it to the same level as you, now we're on the same level? What do you think about that?
Well, I think people got to think about what sport you're getting into if your body can handle it. If you're not able to catch up to that person that does have that higher testosterone or so forth, maybe that's not your sport. But if you want to take those things to become that size, you're taking a huge chance on your health. Yeah. It's a health risk, a huge health risk. And people don't say that. People say, yeah, you get big and strong and I'm faster and I can recover quicker, but they don't say the ending product of what happens. A lot of the bodybuilders who've gone through that in their years, look at them when they're in their 70s and 60s. They look like skinny, broken down old men. And it's sad. I think there's a big difference, though, between a bodybuilding and a competitive, combative sport, because you're competing against another man in a combative way compared to a physique and bodybuilding realm where it's visual. Everything's visual. In combative, it's me against you, fist to fist, kick, punch, knee, elbows, takedowns, how fast you can recover in that 1 minute. And you can go to the next round, how fast you recover in that 1 minute, or how you get through 3 training sessions a day for 6 days a week. It's hard, it's very difficult. So I think if there's a separation there, and I don't want to get all the viewers kind of confused of comparing. It's not, you can't compare them, there's no comparison. It's like you can't compare boxing to mixed martial arts. It's like comparing chess to checkers. Checkers is boxing where you go forward, side to side, right hand, left hand, compared to mixed martial arts, where it's takedowns, submissions, kick, punch.
A lot more facet to it.
There's so many facets, whereas just like in chess, you know, you got your rooks and your pawns and your kings and your queens and castles, and you can move it all different ways to win a match. That's how MMA is. Boxing is just like checkers. You move forward, back, side to side, and diagonally, literally diagonally. And it's a game to be played, and you got to master it.